Brian and I both come from an art college a beginning in education, actually, which was great because when we talked about doing this project, we said analogy for that was that we were both, what would we do if we went to sketch something at art college? We've both been through this, and we said that's how we should see making this record, really, like being at art college, because we used to, I know when I went to art college, I was doing lots of auditions at that time and skiving and getting away, but I know that I felt like a day of sketching or painting or photography was pure freedom, and I wasn't sure what was going to turn out of it. And I think that when Brian told me, oh, I went to art college as well, I thought, oh, that's interesting, because I didn't think I remembered it from all the early years ago. Same education.
Well, going to art college is like, it's very like the music business. I mean, creating a song and creating a work of art, like a visual art piece. The process is very much the same. I didn't recognize that at the time when I was at art school. I thought there were two different things because, you know, like Martin, I played in bands all throughout the art college years, hoping that something would break so I wouldn't have to become a designer at the end of art school, because that was always a threat. In fact, I got offered a job as a art director at Newcastle Museum.
Wow.
And art galleries, and the scariest thing was the prospect of actually having to take the job.
Yeah.
But music business, creating a song, blank canvas, that's what we're doing right now. We're starting with a blank canvas. There's nothing more delicious than a blank canvas, because that first mark dictates what you're going to be doing for the rest of the artwork. And that's what we're doing right now.
I know when I was at art college, it was a grant they gave me. They gave you a grant to buy all your paints and all your pens, and I immediately put that into buying a bass guitar and putting gas in the car to go and do auditions. And I remember going to the art college headmaster and saying, you know, I've been offered to go to Germany with a band, and that means I'd have to not take my exams. And I mean, how they were in those days, he said, that sounds like a good thing. You might enjoy that. Yeah, go away and do what you want to do, but the offer will still be here when you come back. I mean, it was that.
They give your grant back.
Yeah, it was. It was that kind of freedom, you know. I mean, but then we think about all the musicians that went to art college. You're talking about Pete Townsend. You're talking about Eric Clapton. I think all of us went there because we could get money. You did the same thing. You bought a guitar from the grant, right?
I bought a Fender Strat with my first semester's grant.
And if you're going to be a musician at that time in England, you'd say you have to go through art college because they'll give you money to buy your equipment.
It's funny you mention it, because you know, the faculty were very in
liberal.
Glasgow School of Art. They're very liberal, very
easy
open,
going,
and very encouraging.
Yeah.
You probably had it as well because you were in a band all the way through the art school years.
Oh yeah, I was in and out of a band. Yeah.
They would actually come to the gigs.
Yes, I actually played Southampton University.
Yeah.
I was in a band, and I remember, you know, skiving away to join this band in Oxford, and I got the gig for the band at the Southampton University. So I came back and played the gig with the band, and I was still an art student.
Yeah.
Bizarre. That's how liberal it was. It was freedom back then.
It was
lucky
great time, freedom time.
But we both went to art college, and we're seeing this is like playing at college. I was a much better artist than Brian. I could have had a career. I mean, you've seen my pictures, my drawings. Most of my album covers are done by me.
They're really good.
It's obvious where the art came from within the duo. It's obvious, isn't it?
It's obvious.